we have this guy.
Cosmos, a slice of Italy in the heart of Naples. Si mangia!
Actually, your English is really freaking good. But you
Except people don't understand me.
Welcome, 239 Uncensored, everything Southwest Florida and beyond. And we've got one of the coolest guests in the studio today. Really, really good friend of mine. You all know him, you all love him. Gianluca Corso. Gianluca, welcome to the studio. What do you think about this place?
239 is unbelievable. I love this place. It looks fantastic. I came when you were building it, and I knew you're going to come up with something very cool, but it's beautiful. Congratulations. Thank you for having me here.
Well, thanks. It's a lot of fun, and we've got a lot of things planned with you, with Cosmos and Gianluca. We go on trips. We've been good friends for a long time. And I'm proud to call you a friend. You're truly one of the best friends. You know, few people do I go out with that the next day I laugh, or the next day I laugh so much the next day I'm sore. So it's like I got some really good pictures of you and all that stuff. So it's good, and they're all decent pictures. So it's not.
Well, no, all of them.
Yeah,
especially those videos you take when I'm not looking.
yeah. Did you get a cup of coffee?
I got a nice cup of coffee.
Usually
the espresso in Italy is this little. I don't know how big it is espresso.
Oh, we're gonna try. Make sure it's good, strong.
Woo,
so
that's a strong espresso.
Yeah, no, it's good. So yeah, we have a good time in the studio, and I plan on doing a little thing at your restaurant. I want to come down, do a little video, and do some things down there. And your restaurant, Cosmos Pizzeria, down in Naples, across from the hospital for the most part, generally in that area.
41.
Yeah, it's a great place and a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I mean, let's go back in time a little bit, and just tell us kind of. I mean, you are a true entrepreneur. I mean, you are a true. You're an American citizen now. You come from Italy. What a great story. Just kind of fill us in a little bit about how that all started.
I started like a joke probably in the beginning. I would never expected to stay in this beautiful country and even to come in this beautiful country. When I came for the first time, it was funny because actually the first time I came to America was Naples in 2003. And when I arrived from Europe, you expect in America this big building like New York, and arrived in Naples was in 2003, was literally just Fifth Avenue and 3rd Street.
In 2003?
2003, that was the first time I came here.
Okay.
And again, I was expecting Miami boom, New York, Boston, big city. And instead I was in this little town. And I said, what's this going on? Back then, everything was closed at midnight on Sunday. No bars, everything was closed back then. And then obviously the city changed and it became such a gorgeous city as it is today. And it's fantastic. But what happened? When I was a younger kid, I was traveling, coming from Sardinia. This is where I grew up. I grew up in Sardinia Island in Italy. And Sardinia, it's a beautiful place on the summer, beautiful always, but summertime fills up of a lot of people from United States, from Germany, France, Spain, anywhere. So from May to September, we have like this season here. And we see all this beautiful environment, beautiful energy. And then November used to comes and it dies from 18,000 people to 4,000 people. So I said, I want to go to see around. What is going on outside of this island? And I went to London first.
Right.
For the first time in 2000. And London was big. 18 million people, a lot of action, a lot of young kids with a plan and future in their head or dreams to follow.
And how old were you at the time?
I was 22. I was 22 years old. And it kind of kicked me on the back. There's a humongous city with a lot of energy, with young kids from Australia, New Zealand, America, from all over the world. And it gives you like, wow, what I'm doing in Sardinia. I need to go to travel a little bit more.
Sure.
So I started to travel. I stayed there for 10 months, which I started to learn my English. I still learning it.
Holy shit. Jesus Christ. Go back to school.
I'm still learning it.
Actually, your English is really freaking good. But you can't
people don't understand me.
Oh, God. We will have this podcast. We will have this podcast interpreted for you, for those who can't understand it.
Oh, I thought you have a subtitle on it.
we will do. I know it automatically creates subtitles, but I think YouTube is going to be a little bit fucked up on this.
It's a touch of a Sardinian language in between.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So what happened then? I went to Madrid. I came back to Italy in the summertime because again, summer is beautiful. Sardinia, beautiful beaches, gorgeous color of the sea, mountains. Sardinia is one of the second beautiful place, which I'm so lucky because I live Naples and Sardinia, two paradise, unbelievable. So I go back there. I spend the summertime with my family, working for my family restaurants, and then in September I went to Madrid, another gorgeous city, which I still in love, still enjoy to go once in a while when I can.
Madrid's awesome.
Awesome people, fun.
I was there 2 years ago.
Lot of action there too, but it's very genuine people. I love the motherland, the Spanish people. And then I came to the winter over. Summer came back. Went back to my family restaurant, and a family from Naples back then used to own Buon Gustaio and then Bellini. They asked me,
One more time, you used to own which ones? Which restaurants?
They used to own Buon Gustaio restaurant or Bellini restaurant became.
Got it.
And they asked me, you want to come to America, to Naples? I said, no. He said, want to come to Naples? I said, Naples? I'm in Sardinia. Why do I want to come to Naples? I said, no, Naples, United States, in Florida. I said, wow, that is far away. But yes, I do. I want to come. And this is how everything started. I came here, worked for them for the little winter. Then I went to California for the visa. I found a visa in California. Back to Italy. Back to California. And this girlfriend, which I met many years ago. No, I'm joking. So I met my girlfriend there.
Go back.
Yeah,
so
let's go back.
The visa, now, you had a couple crazy stories with the visa. You went to California.
So the visa started in Florida, and then it's expired after 6 months.
Okay.
I went to California.
Okay.
But on these first 3 months, I met Eva.
Okay.
Which she was in Philadelphia in school, and I was in Florida. So we travel every time to see each other. And
but you met her.
I met in Naples.
In Naples, yeah.
I met in Naples. Sorry, I thought you know the story, so I get confused a little bit on.
Yeah, I know it.
So
I know.
I forget I was talking on
a great story.
the 239. So I went to California, which I got a second visa, J1 visa, and Eva was in Philadelphia. So I couldn't move to Philadelphia because the visa stays where you work.
Right.
So I have to stay in California.
Oh.
And Eva couldn't come to California because she was on university in Philadelphia. So she moved to California. She would have lost the year of school.
Right.
So we kept traveling for 2.5 years. Once a
forth?
month. Yeah, once
Holy
a month
shit.
just to see each other.
Well, Eva's worth it.
Eva was worth it.
She was worth it. Gianluca, if I was Eva, I probably not.
I think I make better deal than ever. So after 2.5 years, we decided to get married. We got married. We went to Italy, and then from Italy we traveled a little bit around the world. We did it like 4 months around. And on that moment, we decided to come back to Naples because she doesn't like California. I don't want to go to Philadelphia. It's too cold for me as an island boy. She said, let's try Naples again. Okay, I came back to Naples. 3 months later, I bought a Cosmos. And everything started over there. But it was no plan. It was nothing to think about. I will move back to Naples. I guess the beauty took me back here.
Yeah. We were talking about that the other day. It's like no matter where you go, like I travel a lot as well, but no matter where you go, when you get back home in Naples, you're like, God, this place is great. You drive down the roads. They're nice. Now I know I've been to your house or your place over in Sardinia in Italy, and that place is beautiful. So, I mean, it's very, I could go either way on that one, but when you spend a week and a half in New York City and Brooklyn,
you can't wait to go back.
And I had a blast. Don't get me wrong, but we landed at the airport. We're like, holy shit! No wonder we live here. This place is great. You know, we're very fortunate.
To us, when I was in Italy for 6 months and 6 weeks, and we came back just 3 weeks ago with Eva, and we decided to do a little walk for losing some of those pasta we ate over there. And on the meantime, I said, wow. It's unbelievable how beautiful it is. Everything is so clean, so perfectly. Sardinia is beautiful, but it's more remote. Naples look like a Truman Show. I don't know if you remember that movie.
Yeah. It's like
It's a spectacle.
Everything's put in its place.
So every time I come back, I really feel this is a home, and when I'm there, that is a home. So it's very confusing. I live both worlds in spectacular place.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about your entrepreneurship. I mean, you got a lot going on right now. We'll talk about that a little bit. But when you first started Cosmos, I know a little bit about the story. How'd that start from where it started and where it is today?
How did I start? It was a dream coming true. I always did this job in my life. I never done anything else. I always work on the restaurant business. In California, I was a GM of 3 restaurants. I used to work for Steps of Rome, one of the famous restaurants back then. And how it come, it happened, the fact we opened up this teeny tiny pizzeria. It was 24 seats. Me, Eva, and 1 employee. That's it.
Wow.
We both in the kitchen, and it was hard because everything was made by us. I was trying to make everything homemade, pasta, everything.
Everything was made by us. Us. Okay. So make sure you got that right.
Me and Eva. Homemade.
I got it. So that's a repeat on that one.
So we're making everything, and slowly, we start to moving forward with the people coming in, and we need the help. We get another person, then we get another person, and then, as I said, 2008, a terrible disaster happened. The economy collapsed.
Yeah, that's right.
The gasoline was over $5.
Crazy.
The flour from $12 to $36 a bag. So everything changed. The only thing we could have done was working hard. You can't give up. Give up. So you have always doing it like, okay, do I just do it more? And I have to say, people from Naples, the community, truly help us. Everybody was there and trying to order more food. And slowly, we went up and up, which at the point of 2009, we built the patio outside. That was a beautiful thing. 2010, we knocked down the first wall and we do the second room. And now from 24, we're going to 65, just 70 seats. From there, we go to next door again and we open up a deli. The domain of the city was too big, so we take it off the deli out, we put a chair and table there, and we got a more big restaurant. 2013, knock another wall down, and we open up the Gianluca's bar. And I mean, now we are 160 seats between in outside.
That's unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
I'm going to just do a quick interpretation of that. So basically, you buy a smaller restaurant and you knock a fucking another wall down,
and then another
one, then you throw a bar in the back.
That works,
and it's awesome. And if you ever, and the good thing about it is, if you ever go to Cosmos, and you will after this, if you ever go there, you got such a good feeling and a good vibe, and you can kind of have, if you want to just chill, you can be on the relaxing side, which would be the bar, and then on the other part, if you want a little bit more formal, you can go on the sit down table side. So it's really nice.
Yes. So we set up in a very high environmental there. Like, people are happy. So very good energy, good food, and good service. I hope.
No, it's the best. It's the best. And one thing, if you go into Gianluca's restaurant and you walk in the door, you're usually greeted by Gianluca at some point of the night. I mean, I know you can't get to everybody.
I try every night to go in each table. Sometimes I escape 1 or 2, but no.
Yes,
Obviously.
And he really doesn't cook all the stuff, but
no anymore.
But he knows how to cook it.
Well, I have to say, I have the entire kitchen since I start. Tino, Arturo, Leo, they started in 2008.
It's amazing.
Roland and Sonia, they started in 2010, and they're still there since the first time they walk in.
But that says a lot from you, as an owner. And, tell me a little bit about your passion of the restaurant business in Naples, and I know you got sworn in as a citizen.
Yes, that was 2012.
2012. What do you tell people that are like down on the United States, or that don't always maybe appreciate what the United States has? What do you tell a person?
They should take a plane and go to see a different country, and then they will come back here kissing the floor.
Yeah.
They should go to different places. Many people, they say, I've been everywhere, like the song from Johnny Cash. I've been everywhere, man. And every word, every city he calls is all in America, all in United States. being everywhere, being go around the world and open up your eye and look how many problems there is outside of this beautiful country.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, you make a phone call 911, 3 minutes later you have somebody here. In other place I come from in Italy, you make a call 911, the next day show up and say, what happened last night? I'm not joking. They come many hours later, and a lot of things can happen in hours, and that is one. But I make a stupid sample. One of the things people, but they never think about it. You lose your credit card, right? What do you do here? You make a phone call, 1-800 number. The next day, your ATM or your credit card is in your FedEx and it's at the door.
Yeah.
In Italy, you can't do that. You have to show up personally to banks, wait in line to meet it with a GM or the president of the bank because it's a big deal, apply, sign up everything, all those paperwork, and then wait 15 days before your credit card comes in. That I can tell everything how different can be on the rest of your day. You have to pay something. It's unbelievable. That is a minimal thing I'm trying to say.
No, right. Yeah, you just say just the differences. And for you, it's almost like a storybook, right? So you come, you have this smaller restaurant, you expand again, you expand some more. And I believe now you own that whole property. I bought a small and a couple other pieces of property in Naples too. I'm working hard on trying to get rid of.
The guy who sold me the building was my landlord. His name is Mr. Ferentop, if doesn't mind, I mention his name. But one day in a conversation, I said, Mr. Steve, I'm very, very lucky. And he said, yes. And harder you work, and luck you're going to get. I never forget what he told me because it's true. Luck doesn't come every day. You have to work hard to accomplish something like that. You can't wait till something comes from the sky or somebody's going to give it to you. You have to work hard.
Yeah, no doubt. And one of the things that I really admire you about the first day I met you, it's probably been 13, 14 years ago. I was in law enforcement, just recently left law enforcement. You always have been a super strong supporter of law enforcement and not just law enforcement, public safety.
Public safety and first responder.
Yeah.
From the people who drive the ambulance to anybody who they come up every time you need something. Mm-hmm. I love and I respect the job they do because they're very dedicated to their own community. And again, Naples is probably one of the best places to you don't have problem. There is no much crime over here. But if there is an issue, they are there. And you see, as a firefighter, as a police officer, sheriff, you guys put your life ahead of somebody you never met. You never shake his hand. And you are there against a fire, against a gunfight, anything. You are in front of everybody. So to me, the first responder are one of the most important things, and they should be highly respected. And every time they pass by, a big salute if they can.
Yeah. And I do appreciate it. I mean, we've both worked together to try to raise money for good causes. You're always there. Big brothers, big sisters, Boys and Girls Club. I mean, the end goes on. It goes on and on and on. A lot of different things. And not everybody does that. So I really think it's important. And the thing about it is I know you don't do it for any other benefit to make sure that you can contribute back to our community.
Well, the biggest benefit is a happy makes you after you've done something.
Sure. When
you see people life can change or smile on their face or something like, wow, somebody cares about us. I think there is nothing more fill in your heart of happiness to see that. There can be money to get back. It can fill up anything else than just joy to see what you've done for others. And they may gonna do the same thing and change somebody else's life. Community of Naples changed my life. I came here, I had a little pizza shop, and now I have a beautiful restaurant, and everybody knows. That was somebody coming there just to eat. He didn't realize what he was doing to me. And I changed, and I become, this is a successful person, like you said. So sometimes we can do little thing, and will really change the life of somebody else. And when you see that happening, that is the most big payment you can get.
Yeah, that's amazing. Amazing things. And then obviously we know that you don't do this all yourself. You have your beautiful wife, Eva, that does all that stuff. Didi does great. You've got like a whole, one thing I'm really impressed with your staff. They're all, like you said, that the people who've been in the kitchen, they've been there for
13 years.
Yeah, 13 years. That just says a lot about you. Number one, obviously, they pay them good down there, but no, no. Ultimately, money doesn't matter.
Exactly.
It's more about they enjoy it and you treat people.
I treat them with a lot of respect. And yes, I believe if you show them they are part of your family and not just part of the business, like you are my worker, that doesn't feel, because everybody can get a job.
Right.
But not everybody can find a job as a family. And this is what I try to give. And include a customer. When they come in, you see, they mentioned the bar before. Many people come at the bar by themselves. The best thing, my way to say, you come alone, you live with a lot of friends. That is that is the feeling. Same thing when you go to work. You go there, you have a bad day at home. You come to work, you can wait to go to work or to open up your chest and tell your problem to your family, not to your co-worker. That is very important. This is why I think we have a good staff, a strong staff, and people stays.
Yeah, my father passed. You were very good friends with my dad. My dad loved you. So every single day, if he could, he'd be at Cosmos. But my dad, when he would go,
but it was more for Eva than for me.
Yeah, more for Eva. Yeah, more for Eva, no doubt. But every day that he would go there, he would come home and talk about it for the next week and be so excited about it. Just because, that sense of warmth and feeling when you go into your place and you really accept people into, they're not really customers, they're family friends after you go there, so it's really good. Now, we know you've got a lot of things going on. What are some things you're doing now to, push that Cosmos brand?
So I end up to get this beautiful property in Sardinia. And it was in a little area which you can build that much, but it was a little house there, and we want to make it a little bigger. And they told me, if you want to do that, because it's a little preserve area, a lot of like forest and beautiful tree. I know now a major part on the south side, major part of the island, 55,000 acres of land in Sardinia got burned from somebody who probably crazy people. But anyway, so I bought this beautiful property, which we don't want to take off anything. We want to live in nature as it is. But the county, which we call Sardinia, county, they said, if you want to do that, you have to grow wine. And I said, well, nothing wrong with that.
Isn't that convenient? Isn't that convenient?
So we end up to plant 6,300 vine in 2.2 acres of land. We have 40 acres though, so it's a little spot, but that was our payback for give this one to. And now we make this amazing wine. It's called Castellanese. It's Cannonau.
It's good. I'm not a big wine guy, but I like that stuff.
That is unbelievable.
I tried to get a bottle from him. He's just tough with it.
I will call him grapes juice, no wine. Grapes juice is a nature. You drink smoothly. There is no lot of bite. It's has amazing flavor, and it's a little, you have to be careful because it's too good. Sometimes you pour too much. But that is my new thing I'm doing. I'm making this beautiful wine, Cannonau, which is in America they call Grenache, probably French name, and his name is Castellanese, which is the town where I come from, Castelsardo.
Yeah, you want to be careful now because you pick on some of your friends, Rocky Mattel, because they grow plants and make a lot of money out of these
now I think
things called cigars. So you better be a little bit quiet about that because you're growing like grape juice.
And hopefully make his money.
And making the money. So Rocky, there's one out there for you. I'm sticking up for you on that one. I don't know.
He always spoke on me.
You guys are like a whole show in itself. You two, you guys are good. We gotta get Rocky down here. Yeah. But first off, I just want to thank you for everything you do in the community, and your story's great. I want to get into your restaurant. We're gonna have a whole little thing on that, and kind of get some video and is see if you do know how to make a pizza.
I can try. I mean, I used to make it all. Now I can. I don't think that the pizza is like a bicycle. Once you learn, you can forget.
It's like me. I used to be a police officer. I used to arrest people, but I don't know if I can do it.
I don't know. Maybe arrest one or two.
Yeah, maybe it was one or two. So it's been like a super pleasure, and thank you for taking the time out.
Thank you for having me here, and thank you for talk about the stuff. And I say hi to all of them. The group of Cosmos.
Yeah.
But one thing, be careful when you go there, Salvatore and Quando. They're a little crazy. The two.
Yeah. You got Salvatore and Juan. They run the bar. They do a great job. They're working up to your status there. They're almost getting almost as famous. But when you go there, just make sure you reach out and track Gianluca down and tell him, hey, I'm here.
I'll be there.
I'll be here. Well, it's been great. I appreciate you coming in, and it's been fun. 239 Uncensored, everything Southwest Florida and beyond. And guess what? We are, you're supposed to say it, we are out.
It's your cup of coffee.